Hey friends, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious Zuppa Toscana soup for supper. This was so rich and creamy, you are going to love this recipe. I started out with cutting up some bacon. I would suggest 2 slices of bacon for this recipe, and if you don't want to use bacon, you can definitely use 1 or 2 tablespoons of butter. Then I like to use linked sausages because I like to pinch off the ends and make little mini meatballs. You could definitely use ground sausage in this part, but I love the look and feel and taste of these little tiny meatballs that are so easy. Just squeeze and pinch off your little sausage links to make these meatballs. And then from here, we're going to go over to the counter and we are going to cut up 1 medium onion into little fine pieces. We're going to add that in to our sausage and bacon mixture, and we are going to cook these until those onions are soft and the sausage is all the way cooked through. The last thing we're going to add to this is 3 cloves of garlic. And I just love this garlic from Trader Joe's. It's in the freezer section. Each one of these little squares is a clove of garlic. You just pop those out right into your soup, and that's it. Those are 3 cloves of garlic. We're going to stir that together and let that cook. Now let's get back over to the counter and we're going to get our potatoes ready. I used little red potatoes. I left the skins on and I cut up about 6 cups worth. I'm making a really big pot of soup tonight. Now we're going to go back to the stove. We're adding in 6 cups of chicken broth and 4 cups of water. Like I said, this is a great big pot of soup. Once you bring that to a boil, we're going to come back in with all of our red potatoes and put those in. From here, you want to just cook these until they are fork tender. Don't overcook them. They just have to be tender. We're going to cook those on a simmer. Don't boil these, just simmer them. Now, once those are tender, we are going to come in with our kale. You need about 4 cups of kale. And don't be afraid of this step. This is actually really good. It gets nice and tender. It does not have a strong flavor. You're going to actually really like this, and it stays so nice and bright and green. If you don't like such big pieces of kale right here, you could use your kitchen shears and just chop these up a little bit. Now you're going to cook this for 5 more minutes, and once that is done, look at this soup. We're going to add in 2 cups of heavy cream. I love to do this at the end because it cools it down, makes it so nice and creamy. Look at that. It has such beautiful colors. The kale kept that bright green color. The red potato skins look wonderful in here. The soup is so rich and creamy, but still a little bit brothy. This one was so, so good. I put on just a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese on top, and then I added a piece of crusty bread, and this was a delicious supper.